Good evening, everybody. Welcome to 2023 Brooklyn College basketball here on YouTube.com. I am Pat Brown. Going to bring you the action tonight. The men will be kicking off tonight first against the Lehman Lightmen. This is the first game in the CUNYAC season, and it's going to be very important to see who's going to start off on the right foot. Now, Brooklyn College is coming off of 6 straight losses, a tough one they just suffered on last Wednesday. They had a 16-point lead going into the first half, and unfortunately, they squandered that lead and wound up losing that game to Drew University this past Wednesday. And 63-44 was the score. So tonight, Coach Baptiste is looking for them to concentrate and play a full 40-minute game. They played half of the game. First half was excellent. Second half, they reverted back to some things that they didn't want to do, and that's why they wound up losing that game. But tonight, it's an opportunity now to take a big step forward because they're playing the Lehman Lightmen, who went to the championship game last year, and they lost a heartbreaker in overtime to Baruch College. And Coach Schulman said, listen, we have 10 returning players coming back. The loss really still stings, and we're looking to get back to that level. Right now, we're still trying to get readjusted to our new roles, new positions, and he's looking forward to seeing what they're going to do against CUNYAC competition. They are 4-2 this year. They won their last game against St. Joseph College of Brooklyn, 87-76, and they are led by a trio of seniors. First by Isaiah Gathers, he's scoring 25 points a game. Then you have Will Feldman, he's scoring 18.7 points a game. You have Mo Idrisu, he's scoring 16.5 a game, and their point guard Juan Fernandez, he's scoring 11.8. They out-rebound teams 39-38. They're shooting 42% to 39%. They're shooting three-pointers 36% to 30%, and free throws they're shooting 73%. Their opponents only 55%. They are coming in against Brooklyn College. Their history is they are now 8-2 against Brooklyn College. They won their last 2 games. They won 3 games last year because they wound up playing Brooklyn in the quarterfinals of the CUNYAC tournament last year. Brooklyn College put up a decent fight, but they wound up losing that game. Taylor 2 halves again, but Brooklyn College is led by Elijah Park. He's shooting 12.5 a game. Kanye Elijah 11.6. Malik Dale 9.3, and David McFadden 7.1. So Brooklyn College is looking to get on the winning track, forgetting about what happened on Wednesday against Drew, concentrate on the first half that they did, and execute, move the ball around, play hard-nosed defense, get back into that high energy, high level of basketball that they want to play, and forget about the mistakes they made. Concentrate on focusing on what your responsibility is. So we're just about a couple of minutes. We're going to turn the camera around. We're going to get ready for the playing of the national anthem and the introduction of both 2 teams. Also, today they are inducting the 1982 Brooklyn College men's basketball team, who went to the NCAA Final Four in Division III that year, and they're being honored here at halftime. So it's Pat Brown bringing all the action live, so stay tuned as we're going to get ready to kick off this first basketball game. Immediately following will be the women against Lehman as well. And now we're getting ready to have the playing of the national anthem and the introduction of both teams. The officials for tonight's game. Let me get that for you. I just had it. It is Ray Downs, Mike Evans, and Richard Katz. And now we're going to have the playing of the national anthem. to talk about the Lehman Lightning. It's the 6'1" sophomore guard from Health Opportunities High School in Mitchell's DR. It's number 1, Juan Fernandez. You have the 6-foot senior guard from RK High School in the Bronx, New York, number 2, Will Feldman. The 6'4" forward senior from Evander Childs High School in the Bronx, Mo Idrisu. You have the 6'3" senior from Brooklyn, New York, forward number 23, Isaiah Geathers. And rounding up the starting lineup is the 6'2" senior center from American Studies High School in the Bronx, New York, number 25, Lennox DeGrasse. Head coach is Steve Schulman. He's in his 21st year as the head coach of the Lehman Lightning. And now the starting lineups for your Brooklyn College Bulldogs. The senior 5'8" guard from Rock Hill, South Carolina, Northwestern High School, number 2, Zurich Harvey. You have the 6'5" junior forward from New York Lab High School in New York, number 4, Elijah Park. You have the 6'1" senior from High School in New York, number 5, Kani Alajide. You have the 6'2" sophomore from Valley Stream North High School in Valley Stream, New York, number 13, Serge Thraisboul. And rounding off the starting lineup is the 5'11" junior guard from Unity Prep High School in Brooklyn, New York, number 15, Malik Dale. They are being led by head coach in his 4th season, Jeffrey Jean Baptiste. Who's going to start out the season in CUNYAC 1-0? This is the opening week in all of CUNYAC. So all of the teams will be in action on tonight. Brooklyn College in their home white jerseys, gold numbers, white shorts with the burgundy and gold trim. Lehman's in their blue jerseys, white numbers, blue shorts with the white trim as well. Brooklyn will be going from left to right, and Lehman will be going from right to left. Both teams are now on the court, doing the customary handshake before the game. Always sportsmanlike. Thraisboul will be jumping the ball with Geathers. And here we go, ready for the tip. There it is, and it's going to be taken by Lehman. As now Fernandez gets it over to Geathers. Geathers guarded by Thraisboul. Now it's Fernandez, back to DeGrasse. Geathers takes the 3, no good, rebounded by Dale. Dale's going to bring it up on the left side. Gets it to Park. Park at the top of the key, swings it over to Thraisboul. Thraisboul drives, baseline, puts it up, and he has the basket. Thraisboul right to the basket, picks the foul. It's going to be called on number 25, DeGrasse. That's his first and the team's first. So right away, Brooklyn College going right to the basket. So Thraisboul to the line for his first free throw and trying to complete the three-point play. It's up and no good, rebounded by Geathers. Geathers brings it up, gets it over into corner for Fernandez. Back to Geathers. Geathers top of the key to Idrisu. Idrisu over to Feldman. Feldman down in the blocks, over to Feldman. Now Geathers under the basket, puts it up, no good, gets the tip. Idrisu fights, and now Dale comes away with it. Dale pulls it back out. Swings it to Park. Park top of the key. Over to Harvey. Harvey swings it over to Dale. Dale's three-point was partially blocked and rebounded by Geathers. Geathers over to Fernandez. Fernandez back to Geathers. Geathers over to Feldman. Feldman gets it over to Idrisu. Back to Geathers. Geathers fakes, drives, puts it under, and we have a foul before he passed. And it's going to be on number 15, that is Malik Dale, his first and the team's first. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Feldman to inbound. Gets it over to Idrisu. Drizu over to Fernandez. Back to Feldman. Feldman guarded by Harvey. Harvey staying in front. Runs into a pick, but good job as Park cut him off. Now 3-point by Drizu, no good. Rebound by 25. It goes off the knees, and Fernandez picked us up. Fernandez over to Feldman. The shot clock was reset. Into the paint, over to Gathers. Gathers spots up a three. No good. Rebounded by Olajide. Olajide brings it up on the left side. 2-0, Brooklyn's up, and it was stolen by Gathers. Gathers racing down the court, puts it up, and lays it in. First turnover and leads to a score. We're tied with 17:50 left to go in the first half. Harvey bringing the ball up, guarded by Feldman. Gets it over to Park, threw it away. Second turnover in a row. Feldman now has it. Feldman drives into the paint, switch it over to Fernandez. Fernandez back to Feldman. Feldman for three, and he knocks it down. So they're up 5-2 right now, and timeout called by Coach Jean-Baptiste. 17:37 left to go in the first half. It's 5-2 Lehman, as 2 straight turnovers leads to 5 points. So it seems like both teams are actually feeling themselves out. First CUNYAC game, of course, Brooklyn College lost all 3 to Lehman last year, and they want to wipe that away. It's a new year, it's a new season, new team, and now, right now, you want to take care of the basketball. They got into the offense set. Rezbul went to the hole. He got the foul, didn't make the free throw, but they showed aggressiveness. Now you just got to take care of the basketball. You have 2 straight turnovers leading to 5 straight points. Timeout's over. Brooklyn College will inbound the ball underneath the basket, and it looks like Lehman is going to have a full court press. Ball is inbounded to Olajide, and Lehman drops back. Drizu's on Olajide. He gets across half court, drives into the paint, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Feldman. Feldman loses the handle, falls on the ball, and picked up by Brooklyn. Gets it over to Olajide, and stolen. Now it's Fernandez over to Gathers. Gathers to Drizu, has a three, fakes it, tries to go, but cut off by Olajide. Gets it over to Feldman. Feldman Fernandez for three, no good. And rebound was off of Elijah Park. It's going to stay here. Lehman ball, 15 seconds on the shot clock. And they reset it to 20. And Olajide is going to go out, and David McFadden is coming in. Gets the ball into Fernandez. Fernandez over to Drizu. Drizu back to Fernandez. Guarded by Harvey, and he just picked up a reach-in foul. That's his first, the team's second. And those are the fouls you want to stay away from. You want to stay away from the reach-in fouls and the bad fouls. So Gathers to inbound. Rezbul is guarding him. Checked in right now is number 43, and that is Lasana Kamara. Fernandez into the paint, puts it up, no good, rebounded by Park. Into the corner for three, no good, rebound, almost by Park, 2-on-1. Gathers, puts it up, no good, knocked out of bounds and off of Lehman. Brooklyn College basketball. Good job by McFadden and Park to get back on defense, and Brooklyn College has the ball. Full court press again. Ball is inbounded to Rezbul. Rezbul has it. Going to bring it up, and it's going to be a foul. That's going to be on Kamara, his first, team's second. Again, a bad foul. Just trying to bring the ball up. He bumped him with his chest, and at the scorer's table coming for the first time is Marquise Johnson, the senior 6'2" forward from Philadelphia. He's checked in the game. So it is Harvey bringing the ball up, gets to the Park, top of the key. Swings over to McFadden on the wing. McFadden to Rezbul, lost it, but picks it back up. Drives to the basket. Fakes, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Feldman Into the paint, swings it over to Feldman. He misses. I'm sorry, that was Fernandez who missed, and now Park has it. Oh, Carl Park stepped on the foot of Feldman and fell down as he was going to the basket. They're going to call a foul on Feldman. That's his first, the team's third. And they're saying it's a non-shooting foul, so Brooklyn will be inbounding the ball. 27 seconds on the shot clock. And we got an offensive foul called on, is that Tracebul? Yep. That's his first, the team's third, and those are the fouls you definitely want to stay away from. Brooklyn College now in the full court press. Feldman has it and gets it over to Gathers. Gathers to Johnson, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by, sorry, that was Johnson on the pad. Kamara with the basket. It's now 7-2. Harvey bring the ball up quickly, gets it over to corner McFadden. McFadden gets it over to Park. Park regathers, splits the defense, puts it up and in. Nice finger roll by Park. 7-4 with 15:20. Kamara cut off, puts the skyhook up, no good, gets his own rebound. Swings it over to Gathers. Gathers puts it up and no good. And a fight for the rebound is off of Brooklyn with 14 seconds left to go on the shot clock. But good job by Brooklyn College contesting every shot. And now coming in for number 1, Fernandez, is number 12, Fernandez. I guess they might be brothers. Fernandez has it, gets it over to Johnson. Johnson guarded by McFadden, over to Feldman. Feldman guarded by Harvey. Gets it over to the corner for Cesar Fernandez, no good. Fight for the rebound. We got a loose ball foul, and that's going to be on number 24. That's Johnson, that's his first, the team's fourth. And now Olajide is going to check in for Malik Dale. 14:52 left to go in the first half. It's 7-4 Lehman. So it's Harvey bringing the ball up on the left side. Guarded by Feldman. Gets to the Park, top of the key. Oh! Tracebul was getting ready to cut, and he was going to cut, and a little dissension, but they're going to say, hey, we can't have that. So fourth turnover for Brooklyn, and Feldman's going to bring the ball up, guarded by Harvey. Swings it over to Johnson. Johnson to Fernandez. Fernandez driving, cut off. Gets it back to Kamara. Kamara to Gathers, over to Feldman on the wing. 15 on the shot clock. Feldman tries to drive, cut off by Harvey. Into the paint. Swings over to the corner for Johnson. No good. Good box out by Olajide. Brings it up on the right side. Olajide, top of the key, gets over to Park on the right wing. Guarded by Johnson. Park swings it back to Harvey. Harvey over to Tracebul. Tracebul into the paint. Gets to the Park. Park Funk puts it up. No call, but Tracebul gets it. Olajide for three. No good. And out of bounds off of Lehman. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Number 10, Idrisu, is coming in for Gathers for the Lightning. They reset the shot clock to 20 seconds. Olajide to inbound. Gets it in to Harvey. Harvey gets to the Park. Back to Harvey. Harvey over to McFadden. Lost it, but he picked it back up. 10 on the shot clock. McFadden drives. Harvey fakes into the paint. Spins over to Park. Puts it up and in. Nice job by Harvey finding Park under the basket. It's 7-6. Feldman gets away from the defense, pulls it back out into the paint, swings it over to Johnson, back to Fernandez. Fernandez guarded by Harvey, stopped. Feldman has it into the paint to Johnson, Kamara, and taken away. McFadden deflected it, went to Park. Olajide has it over to Harvey. Harvey to Park. Park for three. No good. Rebounded by Fernandez, I should say. And he's going to bring the ball up. Gets it over to Idrisu on the right corner. Back to Feldman. Feldman for three. No good. Rebounded by McFadden. McFadden brings the ball up on the right side. Finds a hole. Pulls it back up. Elijah for three. No good. Rebounded by Cesar Fernandez. He brings it up on the right side. Feldman has his hands up. Gets a screen. Cut off by Elijah. Puts up the shot and knocks it down. Feldman with his first basket is now 9-6 with 12:25 left to go in the first half. Harvey bringing the ball up on the right side, guarded by Feldman. Harvey gets it over to Thraisbull. Thraisbull holds, now drives, gets it to Harvey. Harvey into the paint, puts it up, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Feldman. Feldman gets it over, stolen by McFadden. McFadden swings it over. Elijah swings it back to McFadden, fakes the three, foul line jumper, no pass to Thraisbull. Double teamed under the basket, swings it back out. Elijah set three, it's good. We're tied at 9 with 11:40 left to go in the half. Great ball movement and knockdown three by Elijah. Now it's Cesar Fernandez, goes baseline, cut off by Harvey. Trips and falls on the ground, jump ball, arrows pointing Brooklyn College way. And now coming in for Lehman, but they're going to have a timeout before that. And checking in will be number 22, Elijah Avila. He's a freshman 6-foot guard from the South Bronx Prep High School in Bronx, New York. So back and forth, what you want to see out of a conference game. Brooklyn College doing a great job of executing. Cut down on the turnovers, a great ball movement and hustle. McFadden getting back and cutting off that pass, turning around and moving the ball around. Thraisbull was double teamed under the basket. He found Elijah on the wing. Elijah set it up, stroked it, put it down, 3-point, and it's now tied at 9. You're listening to Brooklyn College Bulldogs basketball on YouTube.com. I am Pat Brown bringing the action live, and following this game will be the women's game against the Lehman Lightning, and that will be about 20 to half an hour after the men's game. 11:34 left to go in the half. Lehman has 4 team fouls. Brooklyn College has 3 team fouls. And coming on the floor for Brooklyn College is number 31, Franz Depra. So it's Depra, Park, McFadden, Thraisbull, and Elijah. Elijah has the ball inbound, guarded by Idrisu. Gets it across half court. Elijah gets it to Park, top of the key, swings over to Thraisbull. Thraisbull drives into the paint, swings it over to Elijah. Elijah has it, McFadden fakes the three into the paint, puts up the hook, no good. Rebounded by 25 DeGrasse. He gets it over to Hernandez. Gets over to Gathers who check back into the game. Fernandez has it top of the key, swings it over to Avila. Avila back to Fernandez, drives baseline, cut off by Depra. Back to Fernandez, he takes the three and knocks it down. Avila gives them a 3-point lead, 12-9 with 10:50 left to go. Depra brings it up, gives it over to Elijah. Elijah fakes the three into the paint, swings it back to Depra. Depra strokes the three. It's good. He rattles it home. We're tied at 12. Depra taking a nice stroke and dropped it into the basket. And ball stolen by Park. 3-on-1. Scoops it up and in. Park has now 6 points in the game. Brooklyn's up 14-12. Fernandez bringing the ball and dribbled off his foot and out of bounds. Turnover, BC ball. Feldman's going to check in now for Fernandez. Depra over to Thraisbull. Thraisbull back to Depra. Depra gets it over to McFadden. McFadden to Park, top of the key. Elijah cut. Now it's Thraisbull on the wing. Drives into the paint. Fakes. Puts it up off the glass and in. Thraisbull with a great move. And now Brooklyn College is up by 4. 16-12 with 9:50 left to go in the half. Deborah on Feldman. Feldman still has it, swings it over to Avila. Avila drives, and he traveled. As good job by Park, staying strong and tough. Ran in, and now it's a turnover. Deborah now brings it up. 9:35 left to go in the half. Park has it, looking for Olajide, gets it back to Deborah. Deborah fakes, gets it back to Olajide. Olajide fakes a three into the paint, puts up the free throw line, and no good. Gathers with the rebound. Over to Feldman on the wing, back to Gathers. Gathers fakes a three, drives, back to Feldman in the corner, drives baseline, and it's saved by Avila. He puts up a three, no good. Rebounded by Olajide, gets it over to McFadden. McFadden drives, gets it back out to Park. Open three, no good. Fighting for the rebound, but 25 DeGrasse comes away with it. Avila to Feldman. Feldman into the corner for Gathers, and Gathers knocks down the three. 16-15 is the score. 8:45 left to go in the first half. Deborah brings the ball up. He stopped his dribble, but gets it over to Olajide. Olajide now on the wing. Gets that to Park at the top of the key. Park fakes, gets it over to McFadden. McFadden guarded by Idrisu. Fakes, gets it over to Park for three. No good. Rebound goes to Thracebull. Thracebull double team, goes baseline, but he is fouled, and I believe that's going to be on number 22, Avila. That will be the 15th foul. Timeout called by Brooklyn College. So both teams going at each other right now. And it's a very good ball game. 1 point lead for Brooklyn College at 8:20 left to go in the half. I like to see the body language of the Bulldogs coming off that bad defeat on Wednesday. It looked like they have put that behind them, and they are focused right now. But they will focus on the first half on Wednesday. What you want to concentrate on playing 20 minutes first, and then when you get to halftime, you come back and play another focused 20 minutes for a full 40-minute game. Lehman, no slouch. Again, they went to the CUNYAC championship game last year against Baruch, went to overtime and lost 75-67. As you have the Brooklyn College cheerleaders behind the scores table doing their beat to Eye of the Tiger from Rocky. Look like it's going to be a full timeout call by Brooklyn College. On the floor before they went to the timeout was 13 Thracebull, 5 Olajide, 4 Park, 21 McFadden, and 31 Deborah. Timeout is over. For Lehman, they have substituted in for the first time tonight, number 42, Kai Paris. He is the 6'7" sophomore forward from RK High School in the Bronx. He's checked in. So Feldman, Idrisu, Avila, Gathers, and Paris. Brooklyn College inbound, gets it to Thracebull. Over in the basket, good job! Thracebull found Park cutting under the basket. It's now 18-15. Feldman into the corner to Avila. Goes baseline, cut off by Olajide. Gets it over to Feldman, guarded by Deborah, back to Avila. Avila down to the blocks to Paris. Paris back to Avila. Top of the key, Idrisu. Back to Avila for three, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Gathers, gets it, puts it back up, no good. Gets it again, puts it back up, no good. Fighting for the rebound. And taken by Olajide. Idrisu tried to save it. Back to Deborah. Deborah to Park. Park spots up the three, finds Thracebull on the right. Gets it back to Deborah, top of the key. 15 on the shot clock, McFadden. Spots a three, no good, rebounded by Idrisu. Feldman has it, gets it to Avila in the corner, back to Feldman. Feldman guarded by McFadden, over to Idrisu, other gathered by Thracebull. Into the corner to Paris. Paris back to Avila. Avila trying to use the screen. Idrisu has it, guarded by Deborah. 10 on the shot clock. Feldman drives. Fake, puts it up. and knocks it down. Feldman with a nice floater. 18-17 with just under 7 minutes left to go in the half. Depper brings the ball up. Gets it over to Park. Park to Olajide on the right wing. Gets in the paint, back to Depper. Depper fakes a three, into the paint. Scoops it up, high off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Feldman. Feldman brings the ball up, gets it to Gathers, and knocked away. But he regroups, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Park. Thrasbull has it now, into the paint, swings it over to Depper. Depper for three, no good. Rebounded by Olajide. Reset the shot clock. Now McFadden has it. Spin move, scoops, off the glass and in. Nice spin move by McFadden. Brooklyn now up 20-17. 6 minutes left to go in the half. Feldman guarded by Depper. Depper stays in front of him. He brings it now from right to left over to Gathers. Gathers top of the key. Swing it over to Avila. Avila back to Feldman. Into the corner to Adrizu. He fakes. Get to the paint. Swings it up. Puts it up. And nice right hook shot by Adrizu. And he puts it in. 2019. 5:45 left to go. A back and forth ball game between two well-known opponents in the CUNYAC conference. Depper now gets over to McFadden. McFadden fakes. Again fakes. Foul line jumper. No good. Rebounded by Feldman. Again, Brooklyn College watching the shot. Avila open for three. No good. Rebounded by McFadden. McFadden brings the ball up. McFadden over to the corner. Thrasbull, nope. Gets it back to Park. Park open for three. Yes, it's good. Elijah Park for three from downtown. 5 minutes left to go in the game. 23-19 to score. Dale getting ready to check back in. Feldman over to Adrizu. Adrizu over to Gathers. Gathers on the right side. Left side, I should say. Thrasbull stays in front. Under the basket. Puts it up. No good. That's 42 Paris who had the shot, but he was fouled by number 4, Elijah Park. That's his first, the team's fourth. And Paris is going to shoot two. Knocks down the first. And now Malik Dale and Zurich Harvey comes in for Brooklyn College. And Juan Fernandez and number 24, Marquise Johnson, comes in for Lehman. One more free throw left for Lehman. And he knocks down both. So it's a 2-point lead, 23-21, 4:45 left to go in the first half. Almost stolen into the corner for Harvey for three, no good. Offensive rebound, Thrasbull. Back to Olajide, puts it up and in. Brooklyn College doing a great job on the glass today. Now it's Gathers against Harvey. Park under the basket for Paris. And he gets the basket and the foul, Olajide committing it. That's his first, the team's fifth. Two-point lead for Brooklyn College, 25-23. Paris going to the line to shoot one, trying to complete the three-point play. Puts it up, and no good. Rebound, and we have a foul on number 24, Johnson, on a loose ball foul. That's his second, the team's sixth. One more foul by Lehman, and Brooklyn College will be in the bonus. Full court press shown by Lehman, but they drop back. Dale's going to bring the ball up. Dale has it, keeps his dribble, gets to the Thrasbull, top of the key. Thrasbull drives, under the basket, spins, moves, puts it up, no good. Fights for the rebound, but Paris comes away with it. Over to Feldman. Feldman guarded by Olajide. Swings it over to Gathers. Gathers fakes a three into the paint. Under the basket to Johnson. Puts it up and in. So now we're tied at 25. 4-point roll for Lehman. Dale to Park. Gets it. Top of the key. Swings it over to Dale. Dale into the paint. Puts the shot up. No good. Paris has it. The ball rolled out. Paris now brings the ball up. Swings it over to Feldman. Feldman for three. No good. Long rebound. Thrasbull has it. Thrasbull is fouled from behind by number 1. That is Fernandez. Juan Fernandez, that is. That is the 7th foul by Lehman. That puts Brooklyn College in the bonus. So now Thrasbull is going to go to the line. And on the left side, you have the 1982 Brooklyn College men's basketball team that went to the Final Four in the NCAA tournament. And Thrasbull knocks down the first one. They are being inducted into the Brooklyn College Hall of Fame. Thrasbull has one more shot to go. And he misses the second one. So Brooklyn College has a 1-point lead with 3:20 left to go in the half. Feldman over to Johnson. Johnson looking for Fernandez. He gets it. Holds up, dribble, and Paris out of bounds off of Elijah Day as he poked the ball out of bounds of Paris. 15 on the shot clock, 3:06 on the clock for the first half. Gathers to inbound. Gets it to Feldman. Feldman top of the key. On the left side now. Drives. Cut off by Harvey. Into the paint to Paris. Paris, good job. Puts it in. So it's the first lead now for Lehman at 2:50 of the first half. 27-26. Park for three. It's good! Park answers with a long three. 29-27. Johnson brings the ball up, guarded by Elijah Day. Johnson finds Feldman, guarded by Dale. Gathers has it, throws into the part, puts it up. Nice finger roll and puts it in. Gathers the leading scorer, 25 points a game for Lehman. We're tied at 29. Park has it, swings over to Thrasbull. Thrasbull holds, swings it over to Dale. Sorry, that was Harvey. Park. No good. Rebounded by Paris. Feldman brings it up. Sells pass, come over. Swings into the corner for Juan Fernandez. No good. Rebounded by Thrasbull. On the Parkers Park. Scramble for the ball. They say jump ball, and the arrow points to Lehman. Good hustle by both teams for the loose ball. And now checking in for Gathers, I'm sorry, that's for Johnson, is number 43, Kamara. And McFadden comes in for Dale. Into the corner for Gathers. Gathers into the paint. Oh, my goodness, he just ran over Elijah Park, but he's going to be called for the charge, his first foul, and the 8th team foul for Lehman. And now Idrisu is going to come in for Gathers. And Brooklyn College inbounds the ball. It is Harvey bringing the ball up on the right side, guarded by Fernandez. Harvey keeps his dribble. Gives it to Elijah Day. Elijah Day on the wing. Into the paint. Brings it back out to Park. Park swings it over to Thrasbull. Thrasbull swings it back over to Harvey. Harvey into the paint. Scoop, blocked from behind, but Park puts it up, and no good. Rebounded by Kamara, gets it over to Feldman. Feldman drives, kicks it back out to Kamara. Check that, that's Idrisu. Idrisu over to Fernandez. Fernandez drives into the corner for Paris. Takes the three, no good. Rebounded by McFadden. 1 minute left to go in the half, tied at 29. McFadden has the ball, swings it over to Harvey. Harvey to Elijah Day on the wing. Check that in the corner. Now he brings it to the wing. 15 on the shot clock. Gets a pick from Park. Elijah Day from behind. Blocked. Good job by Idrisu coming from behind and blocking it. Fernandez over to Feldman. Feldman into the corner for Idrisu for three. No good. Rebounded by Paris. Puts it up and in. 31-29 with 35 seconds. Harvey now bringing the ball up on the right side. Swings it over to McFadden. McFadden holds. Park for three into the paint. Spins around. Oh, goes off his foot. Feldman takes a three. No good. Rebounded by Park. 18 seconds. And Harvey's going to bring it up. 13 seconds on the shot clock and the game clock. Down to 10. Over to McFadden. McFadden for three. No good. Rebounded by Feldman. 2-1. And Feldman goes coast to coast, swings it over, and that's going to be no good. They wave it off. So at the end of the first half, Brooklyn College down by 2, 31-29, but an excellent half back and forth between both teams, and a great game so far. 31-29, Lehman College is up. We're hoping to get Coach Barbosa up here at halftime to get a halftime report, but at halftime also, we will be having the introduction of the 1982 Brooklyn College men's basketball team inducted into the Hall of Fame. So right now, we're going to take a short pause for the calls. You're listening to Brooklyn College Bulldog Basketball on YouTube.com. I'm Pat Brown, bringing action live. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Before we have an interview with Coach Barbosa, we have the Brooklyn College Bulldogs basketball team from 1982. They are being inducted into the Hall of Fame. And actually, Coach, let's talk a little bit about that. This team went to the NCAA Final Four in 1982. And what do you feel about them being inducted today into the Hall of Fame? Oh, I don't hear you. Can we get the audio for Coach Damon? Damon? Hey. Can you fix the audio for Coach for me? Because I don't hear him. Okay, can you say something?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. So as you were saying, Coach, how you feel about them being inducted into the Hall of Fame?
That's remarkable. You know, back in the 80s, I remember when I was in high school, they were Division I. You know, at that time, I think 82, I think they were still like Division III, something like that.
Yeah, they were Division III in 82, yes.
And then in the late 80s and early 90s, they were Division I basketball as an independent school.
Yes, I was actually here when they were Division I. So it's history. I know two people on this team, Harold Robinson, who was the trainer, and Glenn Earl James, who was the point guard on that team. So a little history here, but congratulations to all of them. Unfortunately, the head coach, Mark Reiner, passed away and we send our condolences to his family, but he's also being inducted as well into the Hall of Fame posthumously.
Yeah, and also Rich McAuliffe.
Rich McAuliffe, go ahead, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you.
He was the head coach. That
Yes.
my first year here as an assistant at Brooklyn College, we won the CUNY championship at that time. So I believe it was 2018.
All right, and actually, I'm dating myself. I was here when Rich played his last season as a senior.
Oh, wow.
And then he became the head coach later on.
Yes.
So it's awesome. First of all, if you're being inducted to the Hall of Fame, that means you've done not what you've done on the court, but what you've done for your life, representing Brooklyn College and representing yourself.
Absolutely. I mean, it's incredible, that's relationship that you build, for 40, 50 years. It's a lifetime, not 4 years. And that's what we're trying to do, the same thing with our student athletes at the present time here at Brooklyn College. Say that it's not a 4-year deal here; it's a 40-year deal, and we're here forever, and where you can always depend on each other as a brotherhood, and that's important.
Yeah, as I get the stats in my hand right now, so 31-29, kind of carbon copy from Wednesday in the first half.
Right.
Focus, moving the ball around, playing good defense. Actually, you only have 6 turnovers. They have 8 turnovers.
Yeah.
You're shooting very good from the field. You're shooting 33%. They're shooting 33%. So very, very even on the team. So what is your assessment now going out of halftime into the second half against a CUNYAC opponent?
This is our first match in the CUNY. This means everything for the seedings for the CUNY playoffs. So at the end of the day, it comes down to not turning the ball over. So if every number is the same, it just comes down to turnovers. The team that have the least amount of turnovers and has the highest amount of defense and offensive rebound should win the game.
You're
Because
also
you
staying
need
away
to control the boards in order to control the pace of the game. And by having the ball, you can't turn the ball over at the same time.
You're also staying away from the ticky-tack fouls. You only picked up 2 of those early in the first half, but you stayed away from that. You did a great job on your interior defense, not allowing them to dictate the pace in the paint. And on your offensive side, you're rotating the ball very well. You're getting some open shots. A couple of them are not falling, but you're liking the looks that you're getting.
And like I said, the previous game, Wednesday, it's going to be up and down year for us. We know that. But these are the bumps that we need to go. We have to go through this process in order for us to sharpen our knives.
Well, what do you think the key is to getting the team to concentrate for a full 40 minutes? What is your diagram?
You said the word, concentrate. Concentrate. It just comes down to concentration. It's easy to play a 20-minute half. Now the final 20 minutes is when everything matters. You did your job the first half. It's the final 20. So it comes down to the first 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes indication of the pace of the game. Then it comes down to the last 5 minutes, the end of the game. Between that in between 10-minute period, it's just making and concentrate on the little things. But those first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes is what let you know how you have built the program this season at the moment.
Last question. How big of a deal would it be for you to knock off the team that went to the CUNYAC championships last year?
Yeah, I mean, when we played them at the playoff last year at their place, we were up 17 points at halftime. And they made a tremendous run because they had tremendous athletes. And it caught up to us. It's only the first game. So I can't say it's a revenge game because that was last year. This is a new beginning. So it's a new beginning, new season, and we're trying to focus on this year.
1-0 is always better than 0-1.
Yes, it is.
All right, thank you, Coach, for taking the time. I appreciate it. Hope we'll see you at the end of the game.
Okay, thank you.
That is Coach Albert Barbosa, the assistant head coach for the Brooklyn College Bulldogs, who are down 31-29. We'll be back shortly with the start of the second half. You're listening to Brooklyn College Bulldogs on YouTube.com. I'm Pat Brown. Stay tuned for the second half. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the start of the second half between the Lehman Lightning and the Brooklyn College Bulldogs. It's 31-29. Lehman is up. You're listening to 2023 Brooklyn College Bulldogs basketball on YouTube.com. I'm Pat Brown, and we're looking forward for another entertaining second half. Hopefully, Brooklyn College will learn their lesson from Wednesday and not fall back to the usual things that they did that will let them lose the lead, but they will concentrate and play a 40-minute game and come away with their second win of the season, the first in the CUNYAC tournament, CUNYAC season, I should say. Everything is about seeding. And to be able to beat the team that went to the conference championship last year would be a good feather in your cap. So the starting lineup for Lehman College is the same. Juan Fernandez, Will Feldman, Mo Idrisu, Isaiah Gathers, and Lennox DeGrasse for Lehman. For Brooklyn College, it's Dale, Harvey, Park, Elijah Day, and Thracebull. Brooklyn College will be getting the ball going from right to left. Whistle's blown, and we're ready to start. Got to get the ball in. Gets it to Park. Right at the 5-second mark. So now, back to Park. Park looking for Dale. Dale has it on the left wing. Back to Park. Back to Dale. Dale over to Harvey. Harvey fakes into the paint. Over to Dale for three. No good. Rebounded by Idrisu. Over to Feldman. Feldman back to Fernandez. Fernandez to Idrisu. Over to Gathers. Gathers in the paint on the block. Double team, gets to Idrisu in the corner to Fernandez. Nice pass from Johnson to Gathers, and they have the first basket of the second half. So they're up for 33-29. Park has it over to Thracebull. Thracebull gets it over to Harvey, takes the shot. It did not go in. I thought it was going to bounce in through, but it was rebounded by Gathers. Feldman has it, swings it over to Idrisu. Idrisu into the paint, and stolen! And they call a foul. And they call it on Elijah Park. He stole the ball, but his momentum took him into Feldman. So they're going to Elijah Park for his second, the team's first of the second half. Feldman to inbound. Gets it over to Fernandez. Fernandez swings over Idrisu for three, and he knocks it down. So the first 5 points are scored by Lehman. 36-29. This is where you do not want to let the game get away from you. Harvey has it over to Park. Park to Thracebull. Thracebull has it over to Harvey. Harvey to Elijah Day for three. No good, but rebounded by Dale to Park, and he knocks down the shot. So 36-31, down by 5. Feldman on the left side. Swings it over to Idrisu. Idrisu over to Fernandez. Fernandez swings over to Feldman. Feldman goes baseline, underneath to Gathers, and they left him alone on the blocks, and he put it in. 38-31, 7-point lead for the Lightning. Over to Park from Harvey. Park puts up the shot, no good. Fouls his own rebound on the ground. And it's going to be a foul on Elijah Park as he dove for the loose ball, but he fell on top of Feldman, so that's going to be his third foul, the team's second. That was not an intentional foul. He was going for the loose ball, and he fell on the player. So Lehman's going to have the ball. 17:45 left to go in the game. They have a 7-point lead, 38-31. And coming in for the first time is number 40. That is George Barker. Gabriel Barker, I'm sorry. Gabriel Barker, number 40 in the game. Idrisu brings it up. Over to Feldman. Over to Fernandez. Brooklyn College in the zone right now. Feldman swings it over to Johnson. Gathers takes a three, no good. Fight for the rebound, taken away by Thracebull. Gets it over to Dale. Olajide swings it back out to Thraisbull. Thraisbull has his dribble, pulls it back, gets it over to Harvey. Harvey recalls the play, 15 on the shot clock. Harvey on the dribble. Thraisbull has it. Back to Harvey. Oh, he traveled. Yeah, he picked up his foot. Unintentional turnover right there because he was looking to get it back to Harvey, and a timeout called by Brooklyn College. 38-31. They're down 7 with 17:09 left to go in the game. So again, you're right at the spot where you don't want to let this game get away from you. So right now they're doing a great job so far. That is Lehman of getting out. Good job of Gathers getting onto the block. Defense rotated away from him. They forgot where he was. Adrezu found him on the baseline, hit him, and he put a nice, easy layup in. Timeout is over. A lot of game left to play. Refs telling Coach Schulman, bring him out. Same formation, same players. Idrisu to inbound. Inbounded to Feldman, guarded by Harvey. Gets it across, gets it over to Idrisu. Idrisu off his foot. It's going to be a backcourt violation. And that's going to be backcourt. But I don't know why Dale raced after the ball, because as soon as Lehman would have touched it, it would have been a backcourt violation. You would have gotten the ball back anyway. So Lehman did touch it, and Brooklyn College will have it. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Gets it on to Thraisbull. Thraisbull over to Harvey. Harvey to Barker, but stolen by Gathers. And stolen back by Barker. And you're going to have a foul against, I believe it's either going to be on 1 Fernandez or 23 Gathers. I don't know yet. Oh, wow. They charged it to Gabriel Barker. Wow. So Barker picks up his first, the team's third. 3 fouls to no fouls on the teams. Feldman to inbound. Gets it to Gathers, gets it back to Feldman. Feldman guarded by Harvey. Harvey again with a bad reach-in foul. That's going to be his second, the team's fourth, and there's too many fouls with too much time left to go in the half. Feldman, nope, check that. Johnson's going to come out, and Kamara is going to come in for Lehman. Gathers to inbound, gets it to Feldman. Feldman guarded by Harvey, into the paint. Gets it to Gathers, puts up shot, blocked by Barker, but a foul by Kamara. Barker blocked it, Kamara followed. It's now a 9-point lead. Gets it to Barker. Barker holding, still holding, gets it over to Olajide. 15 on the shot clock. Olajide bumps into the lane, gets it over to Thraisbull. Thraisbull holds it back, dribbles into the paint, pump fakes up, puts it up off the glass, no good, rebounded by Gathers. And Feldman gets it. Oh, nice job of the trailer by Idrisu, and now they're up by 11. Lehman with transition basketball, now they've pushed it up to 11. Brooklyn College has to score a basket right here and then get a stop to stem the momentum. Harvey has it, gets it to Barker. Gets it over to Olajide. Olajide holds, top of the key, swings over to Harvey. Harvey fakes, gets it over to Barker. Fumble, gets it, puts it up, and gets the roll. And now it's going to be Feldman bringing it up, swinging it over to Fernandez. Fernandez in the paint. Barker stops him. Over to Idrisu. Idrisu to Kamara. Back to Fernandez. Top of the key. Looking for Gathers on the block. Guarded by Thraisbull. Double team now. Under the basket. Idrisu puts it high off the glass. No good. Kamara has it. 5 on the shot clock. Feldman takes a deep 3 and knocks it down. Feldman with ice in his water, in his veins, knocks down the 3. Back up to 12 is the lead. Dreisbull cut off, brings it back, gets it to Barker. Barker stolen by Feldman. Feldman puts it up, no good, but followed by Idrisu. And right now, Lehman is running away with it. It's now a 14-point lead, 47-33. Harvey has it, calling out a play. Harvey has it still, dribble, top of the key, gets it over to Dale for 3, no good, rebounded, and they're off and running again. Feldman, Euro step, and puts it in. And timeout called by Brooklyn College because Lehman is blowing the doors off of the Bulldogs. And it's no second shots, turnovers leading to points for Lehman, and then they're running the floor, getting behind the Brooklyn College defense, and now they've blown it open. They lead now by 16. They're on a 12-2 run here in the second half. This is where you have to get mentally tough now for Brooklyn College. Bear down, get back to playing sound basketball. You have to play 2 halves. 1 half is not enough. So I got to believe that that is what Coach Jean-Baptiste is saying to his team. Listen, you're losing your focus. You're doing things uncharacteristically that's going to lead you to giving this game away, and that's exactly what's happened. You're handing the ball to them because you're not executing on offense. You're getting turnovers. You're not getting back on defense, and you're giving up easy baskets. Timeout is over. Feldman, Fernandez, Gathers, Kamara, and Idrisu for Lehman. Park, Depra, Dale, Olajide, and Dreisbull on for Brooklyn College. Park is going to inbound the ball to Depra. Depra's going to bring the ball up on the left side. Gets it to Park, top of the key, over to Dreisbull. Dreisbull holds, gets it over to Dale. Dale to Park. Park on the wing. Fakes into the paint, gets it over to Dreisbull, over to Olajide. 10 on the shot clock. Back to Dreisbull. Back to Depra. 9 on the shot clock. Depra into the corner. Dale got to put up the shot. Park puts it up, no good. Offensive rebound, but taken away by Gathers. Gathers now on the right side, gets it back to Feldman. Guarded by Depra over to Fernandez. Fernandez down to Idrisu. Gets it to Gathers, knocked away and almost stolen. And Fernandez comes the ball, spins around. Feldman under the baskets, but stolen and tipped by Olajide to Dreisbull. Dreisbull has it. Gets it to Park, top of the key. Park over to Olajide. Goes to the basket, puts it up and in. Olajide stems the tide, scores a basket. It's now 49-35, 14-point lead. Over to Kamara, back to Gathers. Gathers guarded by Dreisbull. Round the screen to Feldman, into the corner, drives baseline. Swings it over to Kamara. Puts it up, off the glass, and in. Kamara walked in to the paint and scored the basket. Depra now brings it up on the right side. Dreisbull has it. Splits the defense over to Dale. Dale fakes it, puts up the 12-footer, no good. Doesn't follow his shot, and Feldman has an easy rebound. Into the corner, Gathers for 3, no good. It hits the scoreboard, and we have a jump ball. I don't see how they didn't see it hit the scoreboard. Once it hits the shot clock, it's supposed to be a turnover, but possession now stays to Lehman. And Dale comes out, and McFadden comes in for Brooklyn College. Feldman to inbound the ball underneath the basket. Gets it over to Idrisu. Back to Feldman, guarded by Depra. He has it on the wing. Goes baseline, puts the shot up, no good. Rebounded by Dreisbull, good box out. Depro on the right side. Has his dribble, keeps it up. Into the paint. Swings it back to Olajide. Olajide puts up the three. Good! Olajide knocks down the three. 51-38. Now Adrizu for three. They left him wide open, but he misses the shot. Rebounded by Park. Depra has it now. Depra again on the right side. Puts up the three. No good, but again, nobody follows the shot, and he took that shot with 27 seconds on the shot clock. Feldman brings it up. 1:20 left to go in the game. 13-point lead. Depra's holding Feldman. And it's going to be a foul on Depra. That's going to be the team's 5th foul, and that is Depra's first. So no fouls committed by Lehman, and Brooklyn College is 2 fouls away from putting Lehman in the bonus. Gathers inbounds to Feldman. 20 on the shot clock and counted down. And throwing it away as Johnson, who just checked in, was going to cut, and they threw the ball out of bounds. So inbounded to Depra, guarded by Johnson. Depra over to McFadden. McFadden to Park, top of the key. Swings it. Oh, bad pass. He telegraphed it. And it is Kamara with the slam. So now it's up 53-38, 15-point lead. McFadden holds, gets around, top of the key, back to Park. Park for three, it's good. And now Drizu goes baseline, cut up by Park. Oh my goodness, Johnson just walked down the middle of the court to score the basket. Nobody paid attention to him at all. 55-41 with 10:30 left to go in the game. Brooklyn College trying to put up a defense to knock it down. Lehman doing a good job of stemming the tide so far here today. Park knocking down his three. Depra knocking down his three. But again, you don't want to take a shot with nobody under the basket and a lot of time left on the shot clock. You're doing the service for the opponent when you do that, especially if you don't get an offensive rebound. 10.5 left to go. It's a 14-point lead. Not insurmountable, but Brooklyn College has their work cut out for them. This is the first game in the CUNYAC for both teams. Immediately following this game, 30 minutes afterwards, I should say, it will be the women Bulldogs taking on the Lehman Lightland. Women's teams going for their first game in the CUNYAC as well. This is the opening weekend of the CUNYAC conference, I should say, and that's going to be the only games before they pick up conference play in the new year. Brooklyn College is going to inbound the ball. Timeout is over. Park has the ball and looking to get it to Depra, which he does. Guarded by Johnson. Can Brooklyn College come back? Depra brings the ball across, guarded by Johnson. Depra gets it over to McFadden. McFadden spots up, gets it over to Olajide. Olajide pumps into the paint, puts it up, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Adrizu. Feldman into the paint. Swings it back over to Adrizu. On the blocks to Kamara. Under the basket. Johnson! Reverse! And it rolls in slowly. 57-41, 16-point lead. Over to Olajide. Olajide gets a screen from Park. Back to Park now, top of the key. Gets it to Thraisbull. 12 on the shot clock, now down to 10. McFadden has it with 8 on the shot clock. Olajide has it, 5, takes the 3. Oh, in and out, and rebounded by Feldman, who spins around Depra. In the blocks to Gathers, puts it up and in. And now Lehman is just running away with the game. 18-point lead now. Brooklyn College has to score a basket here and then get some stops on the defensive end. And we have a whistle blown. We have a foul on number 10, that is Adrizu. That's their first foul of the second half and the first team foul. So Brooklyn College will inbound under the basket. 23 seconds on the shot clock. Looking to inbound, gets it over to Thracebull. Thracebull holds, looking, gets it to Paul. Oh, bad pass again, telegraphed. Feldman has it, guarded by Thracebull, top of the key. Gives it over to Johnson. Johnson to Adrizu. Adrizu to Feldman. Feldman off the dribble, and again we got another foul. That's going to be on Thracebull. That is his second, the team's sixth. One more foul, and Lehman will be in the bonus. 8:42 left to go in the game. Adrizu inbounds to Feldman. Guarded by Depra. Hounded by Depra. Gets it to Kamara, back to Feldman. 10 on the shot clock. Gets a screen. Good job by Park cutting it off. 7 on the shot clock. Kamara down into the blocks. Puts up the hook shot. Oh, good job by Kamara over Park. It's now a 20-point lead for the Lightning because Lightning has struck the Bulldogs. Over to Park. Park under the basket to Olajide. Blocked but fouled. That's going to be on number 2, Feldman. Oh, they say it's on 42. That's Paris's, his first, team second, and Olajide will go to the line to shoot 2. And misses the first one. This is where you can make up points on the free throw line. Clock's not moving, and you can cut into the deficit. Brooklyn College shooting 63% on the year. Olajide misses both free throws. Feldman guarded by Depra. Depra still has it, top of the key, gets it to Adrizu. Adrizu off the bat, back to Feldman. Swings it into the paint for Kamara, misses, fight for the rebound. Kamara has it, swings it over to Adrizu, back to Feldman. Shot clock reset at 20 seconds. Feldman shoots it and rattles it home. Right now, they can't miss a basket. The basket is as big as the ocean. Everything's going in for Lightning. They up by 22. Depra has it. Gives it over to Park. Park guarded by Kamara. Over to McFadden. Fadden has it. Over to Park. Park goes baseline, and he got fouled by Feldman. That's the team's third. Feldman's second. And now coming into the game for Brooklyn College is Dylan Diaz, the 6'2" junior guard from City Leadership High School in Queens, New York. He checked in for Thracebull. Gets it into Depra. Depra fakes, gets it over to Park. Back to Depra. Depra spots up the 3 and knocks it home. That's Depra's second three-pointer of the game. Over to Johnson, now over to Adrizu, back to Johnson. Johnson, now Fernandez. Cesar Fernandez is checked in for Lehman. Adrizu has it, guarded by Olajide. Over to Kamara. Sorry, that's Paris. Paris, stolen by Depra. Depra one-on-one. Fakes it and put up by Diaz. He followed with an offensive rebound. So now it's down to 46 points, and now we have a timeout by Lehman. So good job by Depra, shooting the 3, knocking it down, then getting the steal, pressing the issue. Diaz followed up his missed shot, put it back into the basket. The lead is now down to 17, 63-46, 6:34 left to go in the game. Brooklyn College trying to fight their way back. The lead has swelled up to as much as 22. Now it's down to 17. Can they keep this momentum going? Hopefully at the end of the game, we're going to have two of the Hall of Fame inductees for an interview. It'll be Glenn Earl James and Harold Robinson. We hope to get them both here and interview them after the game. And then 25 minutes after that, the women will be taking on the female Lehman Lightning. And hopefully, for the second game, we'll have Damon Ovalle with me on the broadcast, his first time. And we're going to encourage him because he's the man. So the horn is blown. The timeout is over. Both teams are looking to get back on the court. 6:34 again left to go in the game. 17-point deficit for Brooklyn College. Lehman will be inbounding the ball. They called timeout. Diaz, Depra, Park, Olajide, and Mosley. Emerson Mosley has checked in for Brooklyn College, the 6'1 sophomore from Druid Hills, Atlanta, Georgia. Depra guarding Fernandez, Cesar Fernandez. Being pushed out by Park, swings it over to Johnson. Johnson drives the basket, and he was out of control, and he's down. Oh, no. He's down. Johnson's down. He's rolling around right now. I don't know what. I know he fell. I didn't see how he fell, but again, you don't want to see this. And right now, they're just standing around him looking, and now he puts his hands up, and now they're helping him up. And he's gingerly up, and they're going to sub him out, I believe. Gaithers is going to come in, and Johnson's going to go out. But he was the one that was fouled, so he has to shoot the free throws. Can't substitute free throws unless he was unable to continue. If he was unable to continue, then they would be able to put who they want on the free throw line. So Johnson, who will be subbed out after he shoots these two free throws. And he misses and rebounded. And we have what? What happened? Foul by Lehman, number 23. That's his third and the team's fourth. So Depra now gets it over to Park. Park to Depra. The reason why it was only one free throw because it's the bonus 1-1. And there is Mosley. Shot no good. Gaithers gets the rebound. Brooklyn College needs stops now and then scores. Stops and scores. That's what Brooklyn College needs. Cesar Fernandez has it. Guarded by Depra. And he got an offensive foul as Fernandez extended his hand out to get distance away from Depra. Brooklyn College basketball, 5:48 left to go in the game. "17-point lead for Lehman. Depra has it. Gets it over to Mosley. Mosley to Park. Park swings. Back to Mosley. Mosley, top of the key, to Diaz. Diaz holds, back to Park. Park at the foul line. Snatches away. Olajide with 8 seconds on the shot clock into the paint. Puts it up and does not get the roll and rebounded. Going way over the head of Fernandez. It's a turnover. Good thing for Brooklyn College because he was all alone. 5:16 left to go in the game. It's still 17-point deficit for Brooklyn College. Depra brings the ball up on the left side. Over to Park. Over to Mosley. Mosley holding. Mosley over to Depra. Depra to Park. Park swings. Pump fake. Depra swings it over to Mosley. Mosley calls a play. 10 on the shot clock. Over to Diaz. Diaz to Park and dives on the ball. Still going. It's going to be a jump ball, and possession arrow is Brooklyn College, but 2 seconds on the shot clock. So they got to inbound and get the shot up quickly. And there's Coach Barbosa telling him 2 seconds on the shot clock. Everybody's yelling 2 seconds, 2 seconds. And he keeps yelling 2 seconds, 2 seconds. So they can't say they don't know. And it was stolen. The inbound pass was stolen and taken by Feldman. Feldman brings it on the right side, brings it over to Fernandez, back to Feldman. Top of the key, guarded by Mosley. Together, guarded by Diaz. And he almost lost it. Gets it over to Feldman, 10 on the shot clock. They're resetting their offense. Feldman, stolen by Depra. Depra over to Diaz, blocked, but the foul on, I believe that is number 10, Adrizu, or Gethers on the foul. That's going to be their 6th. Gathers, that's his 4th. So he has 4 fouls, and now Diaz is going to go to line to shoot 2, 4:15 left to go in the game. This is where you can cut into the lead again, but you got to knock these free throws down. They're free. Nobody's guarding you. Concentrate, bend your knees, follow through. So Gathers comes out. Kamara comes in. Diaz misses both free throws and stolen by Depra, but regained by Feldman. Depra being a good job trying to get the ball back, being a hound dog. On Feldman, gets it over to Fernandez. Fernandez over to Paris. Paris gets it over to Feldman. Feldman to Adrizu. Adrizu back to Fernandez. 10 on the shot clock. Depra on Feldman. Gets a screen. Cut off. 4 seconds. Feldman shoots the 3. No good. Rebounded by Kamara. Fighting for it on the ground. Puts up the shot. No good. Kamara puts it back up and in. They just fought all the way for that offensive rebound. 65-46, 19-point lead. 3:25 left to go in the game. Depra over to Olajide. Olajide blocked. The three-pointer was blocked by Adrizu. And now Lehman's going to take their time. Over to Adrizu. Over to Feldman. That was Fernandez to Feldman, I should say. Gets it over to Adrizu. Adrizu in the corner to Feldman. Guarded by Depra. Back to Adrizu. Into the paint. Back to Fernandez. Goes baseline. Puts up the shot. No good. And Paris fights the offensive rebound and puts it in. That's about the 5th offensive rebound for Paris. And now it's a 21-point lead. 2:45 left to go in the game. Depra into the paint. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebound by Park. Puts it up, and he's fouled from behind by Feldman. And Feldman is saying, somebody come in. He's telling the coach, I need to sub out. Feldman's 3rd, and that's the team's 7th, so both teams are in the bonus. So Park is going to shoot 2. 2:35 left to go in the game. Park knocks down the first. Number 12, Cesar Fernandez comes in. And Thraisbull comes in for number 14, Mosley. And McFadden comes in for number 23, Diaz. And Park misses the second one. And they try and get the rebound, but it's come away by Cesar Fernandez. Into the paint, swings it back over to Paris. Paris to Adrizu. Adrizu guarded by McFadden over to Fernandez. Fernandez holds into the corner for the other Fernandez, which is Cesar. Cesar back to Adrizu. Adrizu cuts off, guarded by McFadden. over to Cesar Fernandez. Goes baseline, spins into the paint, puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Park. Park gets it to Depra. To Olajide in the block. Puts it over to Depra for three. No good. High rebound taken by Paris. Rebounded over to Cesar Fernandez. Fernandez pulls it back out. Guarded by Olajide. Over to Paris. Paris guarded by Park. Back to Juan Fernandez. Guarded by Depra. 10 on the shot clock. Cesar Fernandez. All they're doing is taking time, and that was a bad foul by Olajide. So that's going to put Cesar Fernandez on the line. That's the 8th team foul. So number 13 comes in for Brooklyn College. I'll check that. That is number 50, the 6'5" freshman from Achievement First High School in Woodhaven, New York, Juri Torres. And the free throw is good. One more free throw coming. And checking in also for Brooklyn College is the 6-foot freshman guard from Fort Hamilton High School in Brooklyn, New York, 25, Matthew Herman. Also for Brooklyn College, the 5'11" freshman guard from Tollwood High School in Virginia Beach, Virginia, 22, Tyler Lodge. And Fernandez knocks down both free throws. So 1.5 left to go in the game. Juri Torres over to Diaz. Diaz over to Lodge. Lodge fakes. Back to Mosley. Mosley goes up, puts it up, high off the glass, but he is fouled, so he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. So Lehman's going to come away with the 1-0 record in CUNYAC. Brooklyn will fall to 0-1 and a 7-game losing streak. Again, they have to play a full 40-minute game as Mosley knocks down the first free throw. So in for Lehman is number 14, the 6'4" sophomore guard from Blywood High School in South Carolina, Jalen King. And Mosley knocks down both free throws. So it is Fernandez with 1:15 left to go in the game, guarded by Lodge. Almost lost the ball. Fernandez. Lodge fell down, and the shot goes in. Cesar Fernandez with the basket. So now 1 minute left to go in the game, and ball stolen by Paris. Over and out of bounds, intended for number 30, Adrian Rosario, who checked in. 54 seconds left to go. Ball inbounded to Lodge. 50 seconds left to go in the game. Herman has it. Dribbling, lost it, got it back. Swings it over to McFadden. McFadden fakes into the paint. Swings it over to Mosley for 3, and he knocks it down. Mosley knocks down the 3. So timeout called by Brooklyn. 71-52 is the score, down by 19. So Brooklyn College will come away with the loss again here. First game in the CUNYAC Conference. Building blocks, that's what it has to be. So ball is inbound, trapped in the corner, swung over, got to 14. He's going to run down the court and almost lost the handle, but gets it to Fernandez. He says slow it down. 4-second differential on the shot clock to the game clock. They're just going to waste the time. Fernandez is going to dribble away and taken away by Thraisbull. 10 seconds left. Thraisbull goes up, puts it up, and misses, and rebounded by Lehman, and that's going to do it here for Brooklyn College. So it's a final score, 71 Lehman, 52 Brooklyn College. End of the ball game, ladies and gentlemen, and again, a tale of two halves for Brooklyn College. First half, they were only down 2, and in that first 7 minutes of the second half, Lehman College swelled it up to 16, got it as high as 22, and they win by 19. So Brooklyn College, again, has to go back and reassess and do what they need to do. And hopefully they will learn their lesson and get back to winning basketball. But Lehman did what they needed to do. They came out. It was a little back and forth in the first half, but then they settled themselves and came out and executed better than Brooklyn College did and came away with an impressive win. The next game for Brooklyn College will be on the 8th. That's this next Thursday coming up against Pratt Institute. That will be right here at the West Quad Gymnasium. I'm waiting to get the stats so I can tell you exactly what transpired, who were the high scorers. And I will hope to have Harold Robinson and Glenn Earl James coming for an interview at the end of the game. And I see Glenn James making his way up and see Harold Robinson gathering his stuff as well. And I'm going to get the stats from my trusted assistant, Damon. And we'll run down the stats and then we'll do the interview. We are back here at the end of the basketball game. Lehman came away with a 71-52 win against Brooklyn College. They go to 1-0. Brooklyn College falls to 0-1. And I'm here with the 1982 Hall of Famer, Glenn Earl James. Thanks for joining us here.
It's a pleasure to be here, Mr. Brown. My pleasure, my pleasure. How are you?
I am great. I had the pleasure of watching you play when I was here, and you were electrifying, you were spectacular. And how does it feel to be inducted into the Hall of Fame?
It's a great feeling, man. It just can't really explain and talk about the aspect of being represented like that. I had invested a great deal in Brooklyn College. Love the atmosphere and the continued camaraderie that you still offer us. So I'm excited about what we've done, accomplished, but I'm excited that I wanted our team to win tonight. So that's how that goes.
Now, I'm sure you haven't seen some of your teammates in a while. How did that feel to reunite with them and catch up?
Awesome. However, we do stay in touch. We make sure that we stay in touch with the chat, check on each other's health. As we get older, we get all of them are not playing as I'm playing. I'm still playing. I still play in the different leagues, but they're not playing as much. So we check on each other's health and make sure that we're okay. So it's awesome to get in touch to finally see them because we did with COVID and everything.
Yeah,
we didn't get a chance to. But now that has happened, that takes a little burden off that we're going to continue to stay in touch with each other.
Let's talk about the passing of your head coach, Mr. Reiner. Tell me about his effect he had on the game and on you personally.
Well, let's start with the game. He's a genius as far as basketball minds are concerned. He was able to stretch the court. For me, as the smallest guy on the basketball court, he developed certain skills where he was able to make sure that I was able to function a lot better in an open space as opposed to a closing space where I wouldn't have many turnovers. As far as the person itself, Mr. Reiner taught me a great deal in terms of your character. He talked about basketball is one thing, making sure that you can take action on what's on the court, but when it's off the court, you got to be a true gentleman at all times. And he used to bring his family around, and that was huge for us because we got a chance to see him and his vulnerability with his girls. He wouldn't yell at us as much then, you know. So,
Well, I will say, me personally, when I would come and see you guys practice before we practiced, he was dogmatic. He was a taskmaster. He wanted things done the right way and his way, actually. But off the court, definitely a gentleman, always offered help. He came and supported us on the football team on every time we had a game on a Friday night. So my condolences to him and his family. I didn't know he had passed until tonight, but I offer my condolences to his family. And I thank you for being who you are and doing what you do. And I see you still playing, keeping yourself in shape. But congratulations on being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Don't you still play?
No, I don't still play.
Oh, okay.
No,
Because you look at it like you still can
thank
play,
you.
bro.
I appreciate that, but my wife would kill me. So I want to stay alive.
Yeah. Well, Pat, just keep up the good because I used to watch you play. So when you was playing football, it was exciting to watch you and Steph, you know, and it was great that camaraderie of this whole school was tremendous. This it would call it a college, right? Can't say university,
Right.
But as it was just so much camaraderie, especially in Roosevelt Hall. All of us stuck together and supported each other. That was huge.
Yeah. Y'all guys came to our games. We came to your games.
Yeah.
There was a camaraderie. We even played intramural basketball with each other. So listen, it was my pleasure to get to know you personally on the other side of the coin. You know, spending a lot of time with you. You know, during that route. On the Sigma line, but I appreciate everything that you guys did. You, Cheyenne, Carl, Andre.
Well, Cheyenne still talk about you, bro. So we want to work on making sure that you understand what the Sigmas are really about, so you could get that full-fledged effect.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
working on that, bro.
All right, I appreciate you and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, my
Is
pleasure.
Coach Harold around? Is
He's
he
still across?
Oh, he's
over
still
there.
talking. Well, that's all right. We'll get him the next time. But thank you for joining us for the broadcast,
My
and
pleasure,
congratulations
Brother Pat.
again.
All right. Thank
All
you.
right. That is Glenn Earl James, point guard for the 1982 Hall of Fame basketball team here at Brooklyn College. Stay tuned because in another 25 minutes, we're going to have game 2 of the doubleheader as the women Brooklyn College Bulldogs will be taking on the same Lehman College Lightning women's team. We'll be back in 25. Check me out, Pat Brown on the call. And unfortunately, I did not get the word that Coach Barbosa was coming up. So we're going to do the after-game interview right now before the women's game. And Coach Barbosa, again, just like Wednesday, a tale of two halves. And it didn't look as bad as it did on Wednesday, but still, a loss is a loss, and the focus got away from you again.
Yeah, you said it all. I mean, it's just something that we're just still going through. You're trying to figure it out, practice, game in and game out. It's something that we have to overcome, and, you know, it's just been a pattern.
My personal opinion, just looking, to me, it's like it's a confidence thing. Like they don't believe that they can play with these teams, even though they demonstrated in the first half. And then for some reason, as soon as something goes wrong, they kind of like lose, not focus, but that confidence that, hey, I can play this game. That's what it looks like to me.
Combination. There's a combination. So there's a few of those things. Yeah, it's at times, yes.
I will say this. You guys are doing all you can, and you see the work that you guys are putting in on the court, because then it wouldn't be playing like they are in the first half if you guys didn't do the work.
Exactly.
So I know you guys are trying to figure it out. You're going to the drawing board, trying to find that combination of who's going to get us to that promised land, getting over the hump, getting that win streak going. So you have some time. You got a game against Pratt coming up on Thursday. I know you guys are going back to practice and doing what you guys do, but I appreciate all the work you do and for coming up here and spending time with me.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
And I do have another Hall of Fame inductee here as I get him the headsets.
Okay.
Let's fix that mic so we can hear you.
Thank you, sir.
And this is Harold Robinson, another member of the 1982 Hall of Fame Brooklyn College basketball team that went to the NCAA Final Four. And he is also a dear friend of mine. Also, he was the assistant coach of the football team here when I was playing. And I just say thank you and congratulations to you,
Thank you, sir.
on being inducted into the Hall of
Thank
Fame. You stay in tremendous shape. You are always on point. You always gave great advice. But tell me, in your heart, what does this mean to you to be inducted?
This is next to my kids, this is the best honor I've ever had. To be part of that group, be with Coach Reiner, Ted Augustus, Richie McAuliffe, Glenn Earl James, Ray Fly Blake, Eddie De La Guardia. Those guys, they were great people. They had real great energy. When they got on the roll, they were capable of doing some things that were absolutely amazing as a basketball team. We were recently talking earlier during the second half of this game about when we played the College of Staten Island here, and it was a rough night, and that was the #1 team in the nation for D3, and we ended up going out to College of Staten Island and beating them, and then burning the ride to play Ithaca in the playoffs. Those guys were amazing. When we got to Grand Rapids, Michigan, we were being questioned about our character and who we were from New York City, and our motto was like, we're happy to be here, and we made the most of being there. That group richly deserved to be in the Brooklyn College Basketball Hall of Fame.
I want to talk about the accolades are all great and it's wonderful, but there's something about Brooklyn College. There's something about the sports teams in that day and age here on this campus, and we lived it. We experienced it.
Yes.
We weren't just sports teams. We were a close-knit family.
Yes.
We looked out for each other,
Yes.
and as you guys were, as coaches, and we looked up to you guys because we were young. We didn't really know our stuff, but you guys steered us in the right direction. But can you talk a little bit about what that meant to you of being a coach and giving back to us as young people?
One of the things that I always felt was important that I missed when I was playing here, that I didn't have somebody who would inspire me, push for me to be a better person, not only on the field but off the field. And the camaraderie that we had between the basketball team, baseball team, football team was amazing because we all looked out for one another. And a lot of those friendships are still ongoing to this day.
Yes.
For me to be privileged to be able to work with you, Marcus Whitfield, Peter Waterman, just to name a few of those great football players that I was able to be blessed to work with. It was like working with people who I could tutelage and help, and even in game we could turn around and have discussions about things that we could do differently to turn around and make us successful in attempting to win a football game.
Well, I appreciate it. I know my teammates appreciate it. I know Coach Filosa appreciated it. Everything that you did, you are well-deserved. This is a great honor. I'm glad that you guys are inducted, and we're looking for bigger and better things, and I'm going to continue to come and see you play goalie on Chelsea Piers. This man is amazing. He's done it all. He does it all.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it.
Me,
and,
right?
of course, we're going to stay in touch
Okay,
and hang out.
All right. Thank you again, all right?
All right, thank you. That was Harold Robinson. And again, now I'm definitely signing off until the women's basketball team starts in about 25 minutes. So catch the call. Pat Brown will bring you action live. This is 2022 Brooklyn College Bulldog basketball live on YouTube.com. Stay tuned for the second half of the doubleheader.